तुमको निहारने को दिल ये चाहता है। प्रभु तुमको निहारने को दिल ये चाहता है। मन में उतारने को दिल ये चाहता है। तुम सामने हमारे, तुम साथ में हमारे, तुम सामने हमारे, तुम साथ में हमारे, तो भी पुकारने को दिल ये चाहता है। तुमको निहारने को दिल ये चाहता है। मन में उतारने को दिल ये चाहता है। ये ज्योति बिंदु प्यारा, क्या रूप है तुम्हारा। किरणों ने रूहों का रूप है संवारा, रूप है संवारा। किस्मत संवारने को दिल ये चाहता है। मन में उतारने को दिल ये चाहता है। तुम सामने हमारे, तुम साथ में हमारे, तो भी पुकारने को दिल ये चाहता है। तुमको निहारने को दिल ये चाहता है। पल को ना बंद होना, ये पल न जाने देंगे। पल को ना बंद होना, ये पल न जाने देंगे। मिलकर बाद हमको अब हम जुदा न होंगे, अब हम जुदा न होंगे। संग युग गुजारने को दिल ये चाहता है। तुमको निहारने को दिल ये चाहता है। दर्शन करे, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करे, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करे, आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करे। अनादि रूप रच कर तन भान तज कर, अनादि रूप रच कर तन भान तज कर, परम धाम चले स्मृतियों से सज कर, प्रभु पास आकर किरण में नहा कर, उनसा बने यादों में हम समा कर, स्नेह से कल्प तरु का सिंचन करे, आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करे। धरे रूप उतरे जो संपूर्ण पावन, अपनी वो दुनिया स्वर्गिक सुहावन। धरे रूप उतरे जो संपूर्ण पावन, अपनी वो दुनिया स्वर्गिक सुहावन। अपने धरती गगन मंद पावन पवन, नाथ त्रिभुवन के हम देते थे सुख सघन। आदि रूप आँखों में अभिनंदन करे, आए अनुभव देखें द्वापर में मंदिर में पूजा हुई, देखें द्वापर में मंदिर में पूजा हुई। पूज हम ही तो हैं वो ना दूजा कोई। वो कतारों में करबद्ध करते नमन, वो कतारों में करबद्ध करते नमन, करते पूर्ण कामना भक्त वत्सल नयन। कितनी श्रद्धा से वो भक्ति पूजन करे, आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें। चलते चलते काल चक्र जो पूरा हुआ, चलते चलते काल चक्र जो पूरा हुआ, संगम में अपनों से संगम हुआ। भाग्य द्वारे खुले हमको भगवन मिले, भाग्य द्वारे खुले हमको भगवन मिले, लग के प्रभु के गले भाग्य लिखने लगे। ब्रह्मवंशी ब्राह्मण ज्ञान गुंजन करे, आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें। कर तपस्या विदेही फरिश्ता हुए, कर तपस्या विदेही फरिश्ता हुए, शक्ति भरते सकाश सेवा करते हुए। करके पावन प्रकृति विश्व बदलेंगे हम, करके पावन प्रकृति विश्व बदलेंगे हम। आप सा बाबा बन तन से निकलेंगे हम। धुन है आपके कथन पे खुद को अर्पण करें, आए अनुभव करें, आत्मदर्शन करें, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें, अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन मुश्किल को आसान किया है प्यारे बाबा कह कह के लिखा है अफसाना हमने प्रभु याद में रह रह के प्रभु याद में रह रह के सहनशीलता की शक्ति को गहना हमने बनाया है और नम्रता के मोती से हमने उसको सजाया है गुण मोती ये मन में धरे हैं गुण मोती ये मन में धरे हैं मीठे बाबा कह कह के लिखा है अफसाना हमने प्रभु याद में रह रह के प्रभु याद में रह रह के
हेलो।
पथ के कांटे फूल बने जब बाबा का साथ लिया सर्व समर्पण उस पर करके जब हाथों में हाथ दिया हिमालय से ऊंची समस्या हिमालय से ऊंची समस्या चूर हो गई ढह ढह के लिखा है अफसाना हमने प्रभु याद में
Om Shanti. मोहन भाई जी, आपका वीडियो ऑन नहीं है?
अभी कर रहा है ये।
जी
अभी हुआ ऑन?
जी जी।
हाँ।
ओम शांति।
ओम शांति बोलो।
ओम शांति।
Om
Shanti.
Om Shanti. So all of us will mute the mic. Just want to welcome all of you to today's session on Zoom with our very, very senior brother from Mount Abu, Shantivan, brother Mohan Singhal Bhaiji. And thank you all for taking out the time and coming to listen to this class today, this program. Just a little introduction about our senior brother here. He was educated as a geophysicist with extensive experience in administration and management. Mohan Singhal Bhaiji came in contact with Brahma Kumaris in 1962. He currently serves as a governing member of the Brahma Kumaris Raj Yoga Education and Research Foundation, for which he also acts as the national coordinator of the scientists and engineering wing. He has presented internationally on the spiritual dimension of a variety of topics, ranging from the development and empowerment of children and youth to environmental awareness and ethics. Bhaiji has been responsible in opening number of branches in Assam, Bihar, Gujarat, and Uttarakhand. He's been awarded a number of times, 2 national, 1 international awards. Paryavaran Shri for Environmental Service Excellence for by Government of India, and Environment Excellence Award from Government of Gujarat. He's of course traveled nationally and internationally. And so welcome Bhaiji, and I want to give you these flowers. I don't know if we are able to. So this is from Ohio to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Flowers.
so, yes, so we want to welcome you, and you can now take this platform. Let me just. Okay, so welcome here. And I would like to tell the audience also that I feel very fortunate that I have the spiritual relationship with, of course, a senior brother, but I also have a Lokik relationship, in the physical world. He is my mama, he is my uncle, and I feel very fortunate because he is the lamp, in our family, who has brought so many souls in Gyan, in knowledge, and that bright illuminated lamp in our lives. I feel that he has played a major, major role in where I am today, because he spent hours at end, giving me knowledge and making me understand. And even today, I mean, I just call him and say, please, could you explain this to me? And he's, right there. So, yes, God has been great. And I feel very, very happy to introduce my uncle. But, he is Mohan Bhaiji for all of us. So please go ahead.
Om Shanti. I consider it my proud privilege to be with all of you, along with Shubh who is really a shining star. And time to time, Baba says that there will be souls who will be lost so fast, so first. And I consider that Shubhraya is one of them. And I feel lucky that along with the spiritual relationship, I have got this Lokik relationship also. And when I was going through yesterday's Murli, just I was remembering all of you because I had been to Dayton and nearby places number of times. And always I feel that Dayton is a place where that the uh, brothers who invented aeroplane, you see, they invented, and their museum is there. And now there is a soul who is doing this one in the spiritual way. She is taking all of you to a great spiritual heights. And luckily, Baba's Murli of today, I must say, yesterday evening, that Murli was there, and I'm going to discuss that Murli with all of you. So, this Murli has got a special place because Baba has earlier also told number of times that call of the time or the need of the hour is what Baba says and what Baba wants from all of us, and it becomes our duty to fulfill the desire of Supreme Soul. So today, this Avyakt Bab Dada's Murli is on the today. It was earlier on love, the balance of authority, of love and truth. And in the evening, yesterday evening, when Avyakt Bab Dada came, this Murli, what I am going to discuss with you and read with you is how to become an authority of the experience of being an embodiment of remembrance with volcanic yoga. We will discuss what is volcanic yoga. Give everyone the cooperation of the rays of light and might. And Baba has nicely discussed this thing. So I start this Murli. Today, Bab Dada is seeing his small world of souls in front of him and of everyone else, and is pleased. Although this world is small, it is very lovely because each and every soul of this world is an elevated soul. It is these souls who are a handful out of multi millions. Baba is referring that though there may be multi-million souls in the world, say around 700 crores or so, but those who have got the real knowledge of the Supreme Soul, they are few, and only these before those few souls, Baba is speaking this Murli, and Murli we refer to these what Baba speak about the spirituality with before his children's. It is these souls who have a right to the father's inheritance. Bab Dada is pleased to see every child. Bab Dada refers because God Almighty comes in the body of Brahma Baba, and that is why Bab Dada he is referred as Bab Dada. Bab Dada is pleased to see every child. Each and every child is a king child. Bab Dada has made each child one who has a right to self sovereignty and a right to the sovereignty of the world. At this time, all are those who have self sovereignty, that is, they are kings of the mind, intellect, sanskars, and the physical senses. Because king rules over, and we are the really kings in the sense that we are having rule over our subtle sense organs and these physical sense organs. You are not influenced by the senses. You are also masters of your mind. In the same way, does each one of you children consider yourself to be a master of the mind and also a master of your sanskars? Because Baba wants king in the sense, and that is the call of the time or the need of the hour, is that we must have control over our these, especially these subtle senses, the mind, intellect, and sanskar. It is not that sometimes you are the master of your mind and sometimes your mind is your master. Is it? Because usually we feel in this world is sometimes that our mind goes beyond our control and it starts thinking, and lot of time is wasted sometimes in those matters which may not be directly connected with us or which are connected with the past, with the things which we want to forget, but still those things come to our mind. So mind sometimes rules over us, and sometimes with the help of meditation, we make our mind so strong that we are able to rule over the mind. You say my mind. You don't say I, the mind. My mind means mind is different and I, the controller, is different. I am the soul, mind is a part, and the just my mind, just as I say my pen. So pen is different, I am using the pen. Like this, we say my mind, not that I mind. So you are the master of that which belongs to you. Check that the mind does not become the master sometimes. Baba wants us that we should be the ruler or the king for all the times. Not sometimes we are master and sometimes mind is the master. No, we should be the masters and mind should be in our control. At this time, Bab Dada has seated each one of the seat of those who have a right of self sovereignty. You are self sovereign at the present time, and the future kingdom is your anyway. You have a right to double sovereignty. Bab Dada is seeing that together with having a right to self sovereignty, every child also has a self respect. In Hindi, we say that along with the Swarajya, we are having this Soman also. So, this self sovereignty is the seat over which we are seated, and self respect is our set of mind in which we should always settle ourselves. So sit with awareness. What awareness? I am a soul with self respect. And you will see how such a long list of titles of self respect comes in front of you. A garland of many types of self respect comes in front of you. Does it not? Baba has given so many self respects to us. So we should try to bring sometimes one, sometimes other, like that when the variety is there, and that variety actually takes us to the spiritual heights. So, as Baba said, I am the master soul. Then sometimes you should think, I am most powerful. I am the pure soul. I am the tower of light and might. Like that, we should have various type of self-respects. Now, Bab Dada has garlanded every child with a garland of self-respect. As soon as you hear of the word self-respect, the different titles of self-respects come into your awareness. Do they not? That what Baba is asking. And it is not only Baba is just asking the question, Baba wants us that whenever this self-respect word comes to our mind, so many all titles of self-respect should also come to our mind, which brings spiritual awareness in all of us. Just remember how great your self-respect is in the eternal form. We all know that we have taken this body in this world to take our part, to play our part in this world drama. Actually, we all are the souls who live in the soul world, Paramdham, and in that soul world, we have come to play, and that is our eternal form. When we were there in Paramdham, have you gone into your eternal form? Now Baba wants that though we may be sitting or standing at some place, our place, but mentally now we should try to take ourselves in Paramdham and in that eternal form that I am a soul. Each one's self respect is I am a sparkling soul. You see, this is the first, where the Baba wants that we should start our meditation. And it should not take any time. Baba always say second. We don't know what is the Baba's time scale, but second, even in this word is as soon as it comes to this mind, our mind, we should immediately put it into practice. So that I am a sparkling soul. Because of having the Father's company, you are specially sparkling souls. We know about the tuning fork. You see, if one tuning fork is brought near to another tuning fork and one tuning fork is vibrating, then another also starts vibrating. So, though there is no direct connection, but this vibration passes on to other. Similarly, when we are near the Supreme Soul, the eternal spiritual soul, the most powerful, and when we are near his company, we also starts the spiritual power within us. Can you see that? In the sky too, some stars have a special sparkle. In the same way, because of being with the Father, you are sparkling souls. So, do you remember your eternal form? So, Baba is again asking, and not only asking us to establish ourselves in that form. Can you stabilize yourself in your eternal form in a second? Now stabilize yourself in that eternal form. You become so intoxicated. You become so intoxicated. Now move forward. So when we establish ourselves in that spiritual world, so let us ourselves remain uh, in that form. And then let us, Baba says, remain there one and become spiritually intoxicated because we are, along with the spiritual father, the highest authority. Now move forward. So this form is known as in Hindi it is known as Anadi Swarup. Anadi means we are basically all spiritual souls, and we are basically souls and taken this body to play our part in the drama. So from that spiritual word, that soul word, now come what Baba says now stabilize. Can you stabilize yourself in your eternal form in a second? Now stabilize yourself in that eternal form in a second, for 1 second. Sometimes remain there. You become so intoxicated. Now move forward. You have now come to the beginning of the word cycle. That is the golden age, and which is known as in Hindi Adi word. So from Anadi word to Adi word, Adi means the beginning, in the beginning of this word cycle. Perform this drill. Now remain there, Satyug or the golden age, for some time and perform this drill. What drill? Baba says, see your form at the beginning of the golden age. Visualize. It is such an elevated form, an embodiment of happiness. It is a form of being an embodiment of all attainments. There is no name or trace of sorrow. You see, we all are fully happy, contented, and all the divine virtues, they are embedded in us, in the soul, and we feel that, oh, we are at the top of the world. Even the elements are beautiful and satoguni. Element means five basic elements: water, earth, and air, etc. All these five elements, and of which this body is made. So we are, the soul is not only the pure, but along with the soul, the body is also fully pure because body is made up of these five elements. Even the elements are beautiful and satoguni. Just experience your deity form. Can you see your own form? Whether someone is a king, a great soul, or a politician. Have you seen anyone who is an embodiment of all attainments? Even in this world now, the richest man or no one in this world can have all the attainments. So stabilize yourself in your deity form for a second. Now this is the second practice. First is the soul word in the soul word, and second is in this form, golden aged form, Satyugi form, and that we are the kings. You enjoy being in your self-respect. Do you not? This is the second Soman, what Baba says. I am a deity. Bab Dada is conducting this drill. So first is I am a sparkling soul, and then I am a deity. Then come down. This is after this golden age and silver age. You see, Satyuga and Treta Yuga. Then what Baba wants? Come down to the copper age. In this copper age, too, your self-respect is of being worthy of worship. You see, your form is worthy of worship. We are puja after Anadi and Adis. Then we are just visualize yourself as big temple full of golden and silver, uh, these diamond and these things. The whole temple is there, and I am there, sitting there, and hundreds and thousands of my worshippers, they are coming and they are worshipping me. And because that is my puja stage. Though I may not be as pure as that one, golden age and silver age, but now I am in this stage where I am being worshipped. Your form is worthy of worship. Can you see your worthy of worship form? Baba is asking. Everyone worships you with so much devotion and discipline. No one else is worshipped with such discipline. Whether someone is the founder of a religion, a guru, a politician, or an actor, no one else is worshipped with such discipline. Baba is keeping ourselves so high, highest of all, that with all practices, with all disciplines, we are worshipped in the highest form. So, did you see your self respect? This is the third stage, what Baba says. First is Anadi, second is Adi, and third one is this Puja stage, that is copper age. Did you experience it? Now come to the confluence age. You see. Are all of you going around this cycle? Are those who are sitting at the back going around the cycle? You see, because before Baba, number of persons were there in this that big hall, diamond hall. So Baba is asking for the persons who were sitting behind in the back. So are you also visualizing all these things what Baba is saying? Are you going around this cycle? Raise your hands. You see, Baba is asking all the children so that everyone starts feeling about various stages. Look at your self respect because you are those who have a right of self sovereignty, are you not? At the confluence age, God Himself, the Master Himself, fills the lives of you children with the speciality of purity. This purity is the mine of all types of imperishable happiness. So now Baba has brought us mentally in this confluence age, the present age, where we are having this opportunity to be in the company of the Supreme Soul, God, who is the source of all imperishable happiness. Who made you become this? God Himself. Yes. Even now, you have received as practical proof the property of purity from the Father. So, this purity, this celibacy, Baba keeps it all above. And this, when we are pure, then very easily we can communicate with the God, the Supreme One, and we can achieve number of powers with him from him. Now check what is to be checked. Purity is the basis of all attainments. You see, all of you have become masters, almighty authorities through purity. So check what to be checked. Actually, this is really what Baba wants. What is the need of the hour? What is the call of the time? Have I attained all powers? There are various powers, power to tolerate, eight powers, what Baba says. And both those powers, though we theoretically know, but we should check ourselves. We should go inside. Have I attained all these powers? Some children say, the Father has given all the powers, but the power that we need sometimes comes a little time later. It comes when the situation is over. You see, we all are experienced. We become angry in our day-to-day life also on some event or persons. And at that time, when we get angry, we don't feel. But after some time, we should feel, oh, I should not have become angry. And this situation I should have controlled and kept myself calm and quiet. So that power of tolerance or other power which controls the anger, that actually comes later on, not at that time. But by that time, you see, whatever the loss is to be done, that loss already has taken place. And so, what Baba says, children says, Ki Baba, it comes, but sometime it comes later. And when the situation is over, what is the reason for that? The Father gave it to you as a blessing, but in spite of that, it does not come to you at the time of need. You see, whenever it is required, you see, at that time it should have come, but quite uh, frequently it doesn't come at that time. What is the reason for that? You are not seated on the seat of the awareness of being a master almighty authority. An order is only obeyed when it is given by someone seated on the seat of his position. When one is actually applies his power when he is on the seat, then everybody obeys. But suppose that person is transferred to other place, or if he is politician, he loses the election, doesn't remain powerful in power. So nobody will obey. So Baba says that we don't give that order to our senses because we are no more at that time sitting in that our powers and keeping our powers under me. I am not the master of that at that time. And then we try to give order that is not followed by others and our these senses. What is the reason? You are not seated on the seat of awareness of being a master. Though we are master, but we are not in the awareness of being in that masterly stage. An order is only obeyed when it is given by someone seated on the seat of his position. Whenever you order any power, first check what is to be checked. Am I seated on the seat of awareness? That awareness of self respect, you see. Am I seated on the seat of self respect? Stabilize yourself on the seat of awareness, and all the powers are bound to come to you at the time of need, because the Almighty Authority Father has made you into Master Almighty Authority. then in real sense we become master almighty authority, and so at that time they will obey us, the power. But usually our experience is sometimes it does not happen, but sometimes it happens. So you are moving along while having imbibed such powerful self-respect, are you not? Have you seen your self-respect? So Mandhari, whether we are at that time in our self-respect, where will you go after the confluence age? So this was the fourth stage, confluence age, what Baba is saying. Now, after that, which stage Baba takes us? You will be on the return journey, will you not? Because this, as Baba has said, that it is almost the end of the world cycle, and after this, we all have to go to the soul world. So that is our return journey, journey of the soul. This is why Bab Dada wants each one of you to continue to perform this exercise throughout the day. Because practice makes the man perfect, it is said. So, throughout the day, we should be sometime in our Anadi stage, then Adi stage, and like that, power pure stage, Dwapar Yugi stage, etc. But in this confluence age, when we come, we should try to be the master of ourselves, and then master of ourselves. After that, when the return journey starts, then by garlanding you with the garland of self-respect, and by your experiencing it, Bab Dada has given you a right of self-sovereignty. Therefore, it is not possible that the self-respect would not obey your order. Simply remain seated on your seat. So, sitting on the seat, when we give the order, when we are powerful, everybody obeys us. And if we are not on the seat, then this power, though we want, but it will not obey. Bab Dada saw that everyone does pay attention, but now set your daily timetable on a regular basis. Now Baba is telling the methodology, how we can master our these things, that so that the power, every time whenever we give power order to the power obeys. Power to control ourselves, power to control anger, power to control the weaknesses. Every now and then, stabilize yourself in the form of awareness of your self-respect. For instance, just as you do traffic control, in the same way, for the awareness of self-respect, fix a time, regular time in your routine, to have the awareness from the beginning period till the return journey. You see, in our institution, there is one practice, this traffic control. Just as we go on the road, the traffic is there, and when one side traffic is on, we go to the crossroad, other side traffic stops. And when the stop traffic that starts, the other side which was working, that stops. So that traffic is always in control. So Baba is referring the mental traffic, our thought traffic, also to be in that way. When the thoughts are there, number of thoughts are going on, work is going on, time to time our institution has made some 5 to 6 times, or after every hour, some be in the soul consciousness stage for a few minutes, and 5 to 6 times this traffic control is there, some song is played, and then at that time we become just the soul, come back in the soul stage, keep ourselves mentally in that form of that I am a soul. And when that form is there, after that 3 minutes or so, we should again we go back to our just whatever the work we have been doing. And at that time, this traffic control is there. So, this mental traffic, Baba wants awareness of self respect, this mental traffic. Fix a time, regular time in your routine to have the awareness from the beginning period till the return journey. You can do this while walking and moving around because it is only your mind that you have to sit on the seat. Bab Dada saw, and you were told earlier too that all of you do have yoga. But what is needed now? You see, again the same thing. It is the need of the hour now, and what is the, you see, time, a call of the time is seeing the condition of the decline times. You were also told earlier that volcanic yoga, which will do double the work, is needed now. We have seen the change of time. Almost this 2020 year going, it is going to be an end, and some 8 to 10 months it has been there, and this we all have been suffering because mental suffering is always there and physical suffering. This so in this suffering that due to corona, you see, these challenging times were there. See the condition of the delicate times. You were also told earlier that volcanic yoga, which will do double the work, is needed now. First, you will be able to cremate your old sanskar. Volcanic yoga is the intense, very intense form of meditation, and in Hindi it is known as Jwalamukhi Yoga. Jwalamukhi Yoga, actually, this Jwalamukhi name has come from one place in India, in one of the state, Himachal Pradesh, Jwalamukhi, one temple is there, and there one deity's statue is there, whose mouth always just there is fire from the mouth of that deity. Always, and people say that I am seeing it since last 100 year, 200 year, from the period of my father, grandfather, they have been seeing it and they conveyed, and this is never stopping. So they were, that deity was being worshipped. At that time, actually, when I joined ONGC after doing my engineering, this geophysical studies, I joined Oil and Natural Gas Corporation exploration work for the oil. And our persons, they were sent there. We have also heard it, actually, it happened before we joined this in uh, early 1960s. So at that time, that survey was done by our fellows, and they found that there is a lot of gas underneath. So they told the persons that, oh, it is the gas which is burning. There is nothing very specific in the duty. So people actually felt hurt, and that they fought with the persons. The news went to the headquarters, then some very senior officers came, and they told with great politeness and respect that how it is happening, and they put one valve in that deities. They found that that deity actually was, somebody made that deity over the, from the gas which was coming from the earth, and that deity's mouth direct channel was made, so that fire was burning from some 200, 300 years or so. So at that time, And in between, what they did, that they put some valve, controlled valve. So they called the person, the head of that village, that you come now, you move this button, and that valve was operated, and that gas stopped, and that fire stopped. Again, that person was told to move it in reverse direction. Gas started, and again, when the gas was lit, it started coming. So, when you say, though it is truth, if the gas was there, it was coming last 200-300 years or so, but it was told in a way, not a very gentle way, so people did not accept. People accepted it when it was told in a right manner, respectful way, and what is true, truth. And the truth was that the gas was coming through that deity. So Baba says that balance should be there. In yesterday's Murli also this was there, the balance of love and truth. And when balance of love and truth is there, then at that time, Baba says that authority we all should have. So if this volcanic yoga is there, means very intense form of yoga, means the continuity of the this gas. When the continuity is broken, then it stopped burning. So continuity in the meditation, if it is there, then that continuity, if there it is volcanic yoga, and when the volcano comes, you see, it is very, very powerful volcano. It brings so much, though maybe dust, but it brings light and energy and heat, everything it brings. So that is what is needed, Baba says, not the simple yoga, but the volcanic yoga, which will do double the work. Firstly, you will be able to cremate your old sanskars. Though we all realize that we are in this spiritual knowledge since so many years, but not all the old sanskars, they are gone. But still, sometimes some of the old sanskars erupt, sanskar, and then again they show their old sanskar, their effect, just like anger, greed, or ego, and like that. So Baba wants that at present you kill your sanskars. Why this is happening? Though we are in this knowledge and practicing meditation, so why it happens? Baba says, at present you kill your sanskars, but you do not burn them. Even after killing them, they sometimes awaken. Sometimes it happens that a person who is declared dead, when he is taken to the cremation ground, sometimes the breath comes back and he just um, alives. So what happens now, that Baba says, though you have killed your old sanskar but not burned them, just as Ravan is not just killed but also burned. In India, it is the practice about this one, that Ravana, the symbol of vices, that only every year the Shara festival is there, that is observed, and then not only killed but burned. But you, Ravan is not only killed but burned. In the same way, you have to cremate your old sanskar, which every now and again reduce your intense effort. For this, you need to have a volcanic yoga. Firstly, for yourself, through volcanic yoga, you become a form of light and might. And secondly, because you are in that form, you can give others cooperation through your rays. So, what Baba says is that for yourself, it will help to burn the old sanskar, and for others you will be helping them by become the tower of light and might, and with that one you will transmit your spiritual power to them, and with that spiritual power, they will also feel powerful and will be able to control their vices. You can give others cooperation through your rays. So now, have you all transformed your yoga into volcanic yoga? Now, according to the time, all souls need your cooperation. At Amrit Vela, Bab Dada gives love to every child. Bab Dada sees that you keep a very good aim and you also maintain courage. Baba is telling about our stage of Amrit Vela. However, much attention you have at Amrit Vela reduces during the day. What is the reason for this? Why it reduces? Baba is asking the children. When you are engaged in performing actions, our day-to-day activity, and you do have to perform actions as a karma yogi, there is a difference. You are not those who simply have yoga, but you are those who have a yogi life. We are not only practicing yoga, but actually our life should be a yogi life, means 24 hours yoga practice should be there in our life. A life is for all time, not only sometimes. So, what does Bab Dada want now? This is also what Baba requires. Generally, many of you have passed in the subject of love. You see, as I was referring you the earlier Sunday's Murli, that the authority of love and law, love and truth, the balance of this authority. By the way, what are the various other balances? Just like as Baba said, so Baba has number of time referred, and we have been made actually in that fashion. Our brain is made in that fashion. We are having two parts in the brain, left and right, whereas left part deals with the physical activity, mainly the science and all this business, all these physical activities. The right part deals with the values, love, tolerance, all these values. And the balance between the two is always required. So Baba has number of time referred that you should have various type of balances. What are those various type of balances? Actually, these balances seems to be these various types, the uh, just directly opposite to each other. Just like one part of the brain, we should be alert while performing the activity, but simultaneously relax. Left part of the brain usually alert, right part relax stage. Similarly, we say usually, oh, I don't have time for such activities like that. So busy, I'm busy. But along with that busyness, what is required? You should be easy also, performing the activity. So busy and easy, the balance between the two. So this shows the balance between left and right part of the balance, this brain. Similarly, cheerful and careful also. Cheerful, one should be, and careful. And because cheerful is a stage pertaining to the right part of the brain, and careful is the stage pertaining to the left form. Because whenever we are performing any activity, we have to be careful. But along with that is why here we are referred as karm yogi. Karm, do the perform the action karm, and yoga also. So karm yogi. So balance between the two should always be there. We should be yogi of a lifetime, not yogi of particular 1 hour, 2 hour practicing yoga. Similarly, remain in the work, but detachment, mentally detachment. Yoga, karmashu, kaushlam, or usually we say in Gita also, number of things have been said. Karm karne ki kala, but mentally detached, emotionally detached. Because when we perform karma, work, so with full authority, we should perform all the action that is there. But at the time of result, we should try to detach from the result, because if the result is not as per our expectations, then we will feel let down and we will come down to the earth. So what is required is we should have a balance between our left and right brain, what Baba has said number of times. And that is why Baba says balance between the flexibility and firmness also. So in life also flexibility while dealing with the human beings, but firmness that once a decision is taken, in the implementation, the firmness should be there. So like that, what is required? A proper balance between the two, and balance is the key word of success, spiritual as well as physical success. So Baba says now, in the subject of love, the father saw that the majority of you experience love by saying, my Baba, my Baba. The majority of you have passed in the subject of love. This part is there. Then, what do you have to pass in now? In becoming now, Baba says us further very high stage, that in becoming equal to the Father. What do all of you want? Do all of you want to become equal to the Father, or will the Father remain the Father and you are just the children? So you will have to become equal to the Father. Normally, also, it happens when the child grows up and become young and adolescence is there. Big, one is able to take the business of the father like that. Then father usually retires and son takes over. So similarly, in this spiritual field, what Baba says, you will have to become equal to the Father. What does it mean to have love? It means you definitely have to do what the person you love tells you. Wherever if there is love between the two persons, one speaks, other accepts it. They, they both obey each other. So that is one
ఏమి
form of.
ఏమి చెకింగ్ చేస్తారు ఎవరు ఐ డోంట్ నో ఏమి చెకింగ్ చేసి
Is there any problem? Hello? Hello, Shubhra?
No. We just muted the mic, Mamaji. Somebody was unmuted.
Acha, acha. So should I continue?
Yes, please, Mamaji.
Okay. So, so you will have to become equal to the Father. What does it mean to have love? It means you definitely have to do what the person you love tells you. All of you love the Father, and the Father loves you. If so, raise your hands. You have love. Good. So now, just as you have love, Bab Dada wants you to have the aim of becoming equal to the Father. Raise your hands for this. You have this faith and you raise your hands very well, because when the Baba is giving this Murli spiritual, so Baba also keeps everybody very active. Baba asks the questions, and sometimes the those who are listening Murli, they Baba asks them to raise their hand if they want to practice it in their life like that. Bab Dada wants each and every child to be visible as one who is happy and has the fortune of happiness through your face and activity, because according to the time, your face will do a lot of service. बाबा से चाल चलन और चेहरा इन सब से अब सर्विस ज्यादा होनी है. And we usually say face is the index of mind. If suppose my mind is quite peaceful, it will be reflected on the face. Just like if my mind is in turbulence, anger is there, then usually it is also reflected. So mind, face is the index of mind. Bab Dada wants you to keep the aim for this form now. As it is now the platinum jubilee, everyone has the zeal and enthusiasm to do service. At that time, actually, this platinum jubilee was being served, and that what Baba is platinum jubilee of the institution. In the same way, you should have the enthusiasm to serve through your face, because day by day, delicate times are definitely going to come. At such a time, your face should make souls cheerful. You see, not only our mind, but because whatever there is in mind, it comes to face, and the whole atmosphere will become cheerful. Today, Bab Dada toured around at Amrit Vela. What did he say? See, you all sit with your own interest, but the greatest authority of all is the authority of your own experience. Baba saw that you sit, but you have to be an authority of experience. You sit with that awareness, but you should experience being an embodiment of the awareness. You experience the bliss of being an authority of experience for a short time. Because सबसे ज्यादा आवश्यकता जो होती है, Baba says in general that the authority is needed, and that authority, the experience of authority, that is the your own experience. Authority of your own experience is the biggest authority. To remain as an embodiment of awareness is said to be an experience. So become lost in that experience. Stay in the experience of the form that you have in your awareness. This is needed a lot more, because an experience is never forgotten. Sometimes you try to relate something through someone else experience, because experience has an impact. You keep yourself as an embodiment of the awareness of a particular form. So become lost in that experience. That experience helps a lot in your efforts too. Bab Dada saw that you are number wise in being authorities of experience. So everybody's experience is different from the other one. So there are numbers. Some are very good, some are relatively may not be so good. So now pay greater attention to the practice of being an authority of experience. The stage of being an embodiment of experience is always merged within, and the face and activity of such a soul does service. So what is required? Chal, chalan, chera. If the mind is there, from the mind it comes on the face, then it comes in our activities and in our life. So people are impressed by our life. Today, Babdada was seeing the record of the children. Firstly, pay more attention to having volcanic yoga, through which you will receive help in transforming your nature and sanskar. Because whenever volcano is there, it is very powerful, and the fire, just this volcano flows, and just that lava is there, how much powerful it is. So Baba says that if volcanic yoga you practice, then you will never having any doubt that my old sanskars, they are not being burned. So your old sanskar will be burned, and you will be having having the new virtues, powers, etc. And you will be easily able to inculcate all these new sanskars. Even now, your sanskars, which you call your nature, do their own work every now and then. Bab Dada is otherwise pleased. With what? Do you know what Bab Dada is pleased with? Bab Dada saw that as you have been listening to the Murlis, nowadays you are paying more attention to your timetable. Your attention has increased, and the tension of your sanskars will continue to be reduced. Bab Dada also told the earlier that whenever there is tension, simply add an A and there will be attention. Why tension is there? Because attention is reduced. And when attention is there, the tension will not be there. So Bab Dada has said that it is the methodology of remaining happy all the times. Happiness is something that belongs to you. Why should you lose something that belongs to you? So what will you do now? You have to move forward. Is it possible for every center to remain free and obstacle that Baba, this detailed Murli, Baba has said earlier before all this. But yesterday when Baba repeated this Murli, at that time, uh, uh, what this Murli was telling, I think yesterday this was not there, feeling attention, and Baba is telling, Bab Dada is giving love from his heart to all the children everywhere. Together with that, Bab Dada is also reminding all of you about the homework that he has given for 2 months. Why? Generally, these waste thoughts make your efforts ordinary instead of making them intense. Therefore, together with love and remembrances, Bab Dada is reminding all the children everywhere. Now the time of the confluence age is so beautiful and elevated. You see, at that time, it is only at the confluence age that you receive all the treasures from the Father, because it is the state of the mind which enjoys, even in this period of the what the we are passing through the corona age. If our set of mind is perfectly powerful and happy, then we may not be feeling the effect of corona, though it will be there. But our mindset we have to keep always in our control, so that the mind always feels the positive things what is happening around us. So positivity of the mind is very much necessary. Now, here Baba says, it is the turn of Punjab to serve now. Half of those in the for the Punjab, Baba has said in the Murli, I'm not repeating it, double foreigners in the Murli. The double foreigners have been given the title, the decoration of Madhuban. You see, you bring splendor of to Madhuban, and you have made a good difference. Bab Dada is pleased to see both the efforts and the transformation. Earlier, you need to ask why, and now you say wah wah. because naturally there is lot of difference in the culture, in the lifestyle, and in each and everything. So earlier, whenever somebody new comes, so he will ask why this, why this. But after understanding everything, then that why will be converted to wow, wow. Yes, wow, what is wonderful, so much nice. So this was the main thing what Baba said. And then Baba wants in this Murli also that various details personally Baba talked to each and every one. Now in the remaining time, I will like to just ask you if there is any question, or this is the need of the hour, is that we should transform ourselves, and when we are able to transform, then whatever the various things, various situations come in our life, because Baba has given us hint that this corona period, it may more actually problems you may have to face in life than what you are facing today. Various other problems will come in life. So what should be the stage? The stage should be that our we should be the yogi. If we become this practice volcanic yoga, then we remain same same mindset remain in adverse situation. In India, we say man, apman, ninda, stuti, hani, labh. You see, whether there is loss or profit in the business, whatever various adverse circumstances come in our life, but our mental stage will remain same, because we will see the thing from the higher angle, higher level. And when anything is seen from the higher angle, whatever is going on, as when we are in the plane, whatever is there on the earth, you see it looks small. So our mindset we have to become, make it very pure and spiritually high. And when we see from that angle, then those various worldly problems will look very small to us. So we should not worry much about it, but we have to change our mindset. That is one of the most important thing required in today's world, call of the time and need of the hour. Second thing is that we practice ourselves, that we are playing part in this world drama. And when the part is being played, you see that is one part, but the person is different from others. And when the person goes in his regular life, he is different. So in the part, when you are there playing the part, you have to play the part. Similarly, we have to now see, when I am in my house playing the part of a husband or wife or children or child, so accordingly we play. And but I am actually a soul, and when this thing is there, I am a soul, and in that soul, that stage, we play the part, then there will be no problem in our life. So these two are main things. Then while what is the need of the hour? And when the need of the hour is there, and that need is that practice, we have to practice it again and again in our life, especially during a period, calm time, when the calm uh, atmosphere is having calmness and quietness at that time. And that is why for this time, I remember one, what the Baba has given direction through Moni Behan and Vedanti Behan, this Maun. Maun means silence. Man ka bhi maun and bahar mukh ka bhi maun. What is required if we want the silence in our heart, because there is lot of turbulence in mind. Even outside may not be, but inside number of thoughts come in thousands and thousands. You see, they come. So that brings turbulence. So what is required is practicing Maun. To start with, we can have some particular day, 2 hours Maun, particular 2 hours practice. Then when the practice becomes perfect, then we can have 1 day Maun in a month or so. And like that, then in week also, and this will become our lifestyle to speak only that one which is needed only. Usually, lot of unnecessary things, gasping, gossiping, etc., we do, and lot of time passes in that one. So what is required is man ka maun and mukh ka maun. Means मीठा बोलो, कम बोलो, धीरे बोलो, सत्य बोलो और सोच समझ कर बोलो. These 5 things, Gandhiji's, so 3 monkeys were there. कम बोलो, धीरे बोलो, सच, that those monkeys, सत्य बोल के लिए. But what Baba says is, if anything erupts first in the mind, so सत्य सोचो, सोच कर बोलो और सोच समझ कर बोलो. So like that, these things are necessary need of the hour. And accordingly, when these practice is there, we try to improve the relationship usually with others. And that is fine. But what happens, our old sanskar, they don't apply, they don't allow us to just have a clean wash on the old sanskars. So what happens? What is required? Shama ki shakti, power to forgive and forget. That is because all people will not behave as we want, we wish, but everybody is master of his own. So they will be working as per their desire, which may not be as per my expectations. So naturally, I will be unhappy. So what is required in life is that Shama ki Shakti. We forget, forgive, and just see that uh, whenever I see that fellow, always I should try to bring the positive things of that person, because if there is difference, then always the negativity will come to our mind. Oh, this person has done this thing to me, so I will take revenge, or whatever the negativity, the chain of negativity starts. So specifically at that time I should try to bring the positivity. And when the positivity is there, then in the beginning it may be little difficult, but if I practice this thing, then naturally that whatever the positive sanskar actually I start inculcating, then naturally that my aura will transmit it, my vibrations will transmit it to other person, and he will also start responding in that way. So that is also one of the important things, because relationship actually counts a lot in our life. And there are, we all know about that Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, theoretically we say that Vasudhai Kutumb hai. In Indian mythology it is said, practices. And but actually we don't practice it. We say theoretically, but at the most we think that, oh, people of different faith, different castes, different countries, languages, they are brothers and sisters like that. But actually, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, that was slogan given to the whole world. Vasudha hi our kutumb hai. The whole world is our family. And in the world, everything comes. Not only human being, but animals and birds and beasts and even the 5 elements of nature. That comes. And when these 5 elements of nature comes, Nature is also having same meaning. Nature means my habit, my sanskar. Oh, it is my nature, I speak loudly, or something like that. When this nature is there, then I say it is my internal nature. And when the external nature I refer, that is five elements of nature externally. So both the natures are reflection of each other. So if I am able to change myself, if I change, the world changes. This is the slogan of Brahma Kumaris also. So if I change, so my nature changes, and when my nature changes, accordingly the vibrations changes, my aura changes, and everything this changes. So accordingly, further the whole Vayumandal, whole atmosphere and the environment changes. So we know today the world's one of the biggest problem of the world is pollution. Physical pollution is there, and all the countries are making efforts. Right, we should continue with those efforts. But what is required more is that along with those efforts, we should try to change our inner nature, because once the inner nature changes, so accordingly the our outer nature changes, and when outer nature changes, our action changes. Why these forests etc are being cut? Mostly because they are due to some greed factor. We say that population of the earth is increasing, right? But why population is increasing? Then because due to vices, sex lust. And we hear daily that so many cases etc they take place due to sex. Why the wars comes? Because due to anger, due to the power that the other one, I must rule the other country, smaller country. So like that, all the problems in the world, they are due to these five main vices: lust, anger, greed, ego, and attachment. This is the ego that, oh, I must rule the whole world. And when that ego is there, then accordingly, this problem also come, war problem comes, and so many other problems. So I feel that if we try to conquer our inner weaknesses, inner vices, then it will help in changing the environment also, and whatever the outer practices we are doing to control over the have the control over the change in the polluted world, and to reduce the pollution, air pollution, water, and all these pollutions. Then what is required is that transformation in my inner nature also. And when this transformation is there, along with this inner transformation, that outer transformation will take place. And we have been listening in India, famous Tansen was there, and other persons. Tansen used to sing, he bring the music, Deepak Rag. So the lamps used to lit, you see. Similarly, Malhar Rag, different. The rain used to come, pour. So like that, even this outer nature is actually will come into our internal nature. So we can communicate also spiritually by mental. I am reminded of one of the retired American general, you see. I was attending, of course, this is some maybe some 30 years back when I was posted in Ahmedabad. At that time, one retired general came in our Rotary meeting, and at that time he told that we are trying to develop the siblings, the twins, who can communicate mentally, telepathy with each other, because it may happen as we try to jam the electronic signal of the enemy country, so we are able to win over them in the war. Similarly, the same thing can be done by the enemy country, and then we will be nowhere. And he told that we are developing those siblings. Whenever some siblings are there they are born, the twins are born, brother, sister, or sister, like that. At that time, with the consent of their parents, we take them, and with the consent of the parents, we bring them up. Both equal, both of them at the same level, same type of dressing, fooding, habits, education. So like that, what happens then? If one transmit his signal, mental, both become mentally nearer to each other. And they have been successful up to a good extent. I think my time is over. And when outsiders, non-BK, anybody can do this thing, practice it, why not we people all? So I think we should try to communicate mentally with each other also. And when this mental communication is there, then we can do a lot. And our mind becomes more powerful than what Baba wants. So I, at this time, when we are very near to Christmas, I convey my heartiest greetings and Merry Christmas to all of you, and the new coming year, new year coming. And let us hope and pray, God, that the new year also, Christmas and New Year, bring in real sense the inner happiness in all of us. And when this is there, the next year, let the next year 2021 may not be like that, and like 2020, and let it be beautiful so that we can welcome it with our open arms. Sister Shubhra,
Bhaiji, thank you
please.
so much. It was such a beautiful talk. We feel very full. We feel uh, overjoyed that you could take out some time. But there's a question here we have. One
Yes.
is that could you please give us, especially in this call of time, one specific thing that
Mm,
we should do for this coming new year to better ourselves and the world
mm.
around us?
Well, though there are so many things, but one thing which I feel that let us make our day from 24 hours to 25 hours. How we can do? Naturally, the question will come to just to get up early in the morning, 1 hour, and that 1 hour work of early morning will provide us so much energy, spiritual energy, and we will feel as we are having not 1 hour with us, but 1.5 to 2 hours. And throughout the day, we will be working like that with new energy. And with this practice, we can just devote some time for meditation. We can devote some time for the new knowledge, what this knowledge is being given. And I can assure you that once you start practicing with this one, but it starts with creating 1 more hour for us. And when this 1 more hour is there with us, then naturally you will feel for that one, we have to sleep little 1 hour early or so. Maybe this may help, but main thing is if 1 hour early morning is at our disposal, we can do a lot of work for our spiritual activities. Spiritual means not going to simply a temple or church, etc., but making it our more powerful through the help of meditation. Okay,
There's one
we
more
can.
question. Do you think you have a few extra minutes?
Yes, why not?
Okay, there's a question from Sister Sulva. She says, how to control emotions in moments of old sanskars of anger and other vices, even though you know that you're doing wrong?
Hmm.
How to control emotions in the moments of old sanskars of anger and
Hmm.
other vices, even though you know that you are doing wrong?
Well, theoretically, you know it. But what happens, as in today's Murli was there, usually it comes to our mind when we already perform that activity, and already becomes anger. Anger is having control, full control over us, or other vices. So this meditation is having a beauty that whenever that vice is going to come, there will be a sort of touching from the Supreme, and your mind will be having that so-called sixth sense. And before a few minutes before, that will come, and immediately you will be having control over that one. So what is the use also, that if once we perform the wrong action, wrong activity, and later on repenting for that one, but it should not have happened, but whatever was to happen, it has happened. So I think it is required, that is the sixth sense. And in science also, I remember in our Indian school of mines, where this there is one subject, various subjects were there, but the about the any earthquake. So whenever the earthquake is coming, you see there is no scientific measure there which can tell even a 1 second before. But when it comes, becomes, then it will be recorded, and it is. But nobody can say except some animals. Those animals, they are having that sense that whenever the earth's field changes, and there is actually temperature and pressure conditions, etc., something change, or I don't know what exactly, no scientist can tell, but they realize that yes, it is going to happen, like snakes or like other, those who are inside the earth, they are residing, they come out, even cows and buffaloes, etc., they run, because they run with the sixth sense. It has happened, and I have also seen in one of the earthquakes here in Kutch Bhuj. So, because why? We were taught that their life is in more harmony with nature and animals' life. Our life has become little more artificial. So we are dependent on so many things, but animals' life is in harmony with nature, outer nature, inner nature and outer nature, both in harmony with each other. So they get sense, they get the touching, and immediately they come out from their houses and they run for a safer place. So Baba also says that even that 1992 conference in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, at that time, which was the Earth Summit, one of the biggest Earth Summit, at that time, it was said that we have to uh, make changes in our lifestyle, and in this lifestyle we have to bring in more in harmony with nature. So what I feel, that we have to make changes in our lifestyle so that a more harmonious relationship is there, and we are in more in harmony with nature. Okay? Yes, please.
Om Shanti. So, all of you must be knowing
Time is
that
here.
Mohan Singhal Bhaiji has been, he spent time with Brahma Baba, the founder of this institution. Of course, is Shiv Baba, but through Brahma Baba, he founded this institution. And Mohan Singhal Bhaiji has spent time with him. And I see that little picture on the side of the bed. So, can you show it to everyone? And you'll be happy to hear that we
Srinivas,
have asked Mohan Singhal
photo
Bhaiji to
dikhao
come
zara.
again around 18th of January. That Sunday is 17th, I believe. He'll be coming again to give us, his time he has spent with Brahma Baba. And it's a beautiful
Dikh raha hai
time.
tum?
Yeah, we can see that. Thank you. It's beautiful. So he was pretty young, as you can see in mining school at that time. And yeah, so it's such a, and I also want you to say hello to our sweet brother Srinivas Bhai. Srinivas Bhai, can we see you next to Mamaji? Yes, here it
Srinivas.
is. So he is the you
Good.
know, IT person behind all of this. He's learned it all, and he does and manage everything there. Such a joy when you meet him. He's a true camper. So thank you, Vaiji. Okay.
Okay. Om Shanti.
So
Om Shanti.
so just want to thank all of you, and want to share the screen so that
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Meditation for some time.
आ रहे हैं आवाज है okay
yeah, so
So
we
wherever
are we are going to now do meditation on one song, and I want to request all of you, if you want to come on what do you call video, please come on video, because most of you
Video,
actually
अपन
know
देखो।
most of you actually know Bhaiji. So please come on
उसको
video,
change
and if you want, you
आ रहे हैं
उधर दो। देखो।
यार
Yes.
यार मां नहीं भाई अच्छा
Okay.
सब लोग ओम शांति
Om Shanti.
देखो एक एक दिख रहा है इधर भी दिख
नहीं वो तो ठीक है। इधर धीरे धीरे।
हाथ हिला बोलो वे
हाँ ये दूसरे लोग।
वाह वाह
Okay.
और पंजाब शहर देख रहे हैं
Didi, I can't hear you.
Yes,
Oh,
Merry
nice.
Christmas to all of you. And I can see a lot of brothers and who've met you, who visited you in Madhuban. You you can go one at a time. One at a time, you can talk to Bhaiji. So Sushil Bhai, you want to go? You can unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself, Sushil Bhai?
तुम्हें अनम्यूट नहीं करना है।
Yeah.
सुशील भाई। हाँ।
चलिए जल्दी, keep it short, very short, है ना?
Om Shanti
Om
Bhaiji.
Shanti. Om Shanti.
Bhaiji,
Om Shanti.
you remember I met you there 3-4 times when I came to Madhuban.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
I
Very
could
much.
not come for the last 3 years, but I really remember you so much, and thank you very much for helping me every way over there. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका।
किशोर
So
भैया,
nice of you. So nice of you. Kishore bhai.
you want to unmute? Shilata, can you unmute him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I requested.
Om Shanti Mamaji.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
It was always inspiring to see you and listening your talk, and I'm so happy to see you again. This is Kishore from Westchester, Cincinnati.
Yes.
ये भाई
तो आपके
Thank
घर
you.
भी
It was
गए
very,
थे।
very inspiring talk and
हाँ।
lovely to see you on
बाबा ने जो मुरली सुनाई वही आप लोगों को सुनाया, लेकिन बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है सामने देख करके। और ये है ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
वेरी गुड। ठीक है, आप सब लोगों को ही ये याद प्यार पहुंच जाए। ओके। ओम शांति शुभ्रा।
एक एक बोल रहे हैं बहन जी ने बोला एक एक बोल रहे
यस।
एक एक फॉलो करो सब पंजाब शहर देखना है सुशील भाई बोलो
हो गया।
सुशील भाई बोलो
इन्होंने तो बोला था।